The East End Marine Park was created in 2003 as a result of extensive consultation amongst local stakeholders. The mission of the East End Marine Park is to protect the submerged coral reefs, seagrass beds, and other natural resources within its boundaries. Park regulations were established to protect the conch, lobster, fish, and other animals which depend on these waters, and in turn, the people that depend on those resources. The park provides a management umbrella for 4 areas of particular concern, which were identified back in the 1990s. Those areas are Chenet Bay, the northern St. Croix Coral Reef System, the East End, and Great Pond Bay. The East End Marine Park is a multiple-use marine protected area in order to provide for a variety of legal uses. It is managed by the Virgin Islands Division of Coastal Zone Management, which is a part of the Department of Planning and Natural Resources. Park waters extend out to 3 miles from shore, wrapping around the East End from Green Key on the north side of St. Croix to the Boy Scout camp on the south side. There are different rules for different zones. The most important one to know is that there is no spearfishing, no conching, no lobstering, and no fish pots allowed in areas of the park from the beach out to 300 feet beyond the reef. These inshore areas of the park are no-take zones. However, line fishing is allowed from the beach in many areas. Protected areas provide locations of reduced fishing pressure where marine life can thrive and act as a source to other unrestricted areas. If we all take this responsibility seriously, those resources will be here for generations to come. In 2016, the nonprofit group, the Friends of the East End Marine Park, was revitalized to provide the East End Marine Park with a cadre of dedicated volunteers. The Friends currently support 3 citizen science programs: sea turtle monitoring, seagrass evaluation, and small-scale coral restoration. These groups are known as Turtle Patrol, Seagrass Patrol, and Coral Patrol. These programs help extend the park's effectiveness while at the same time serving as a unique way for members of the public to learn about their resources and living environment. Our Turtle Patrol program was the first citizen science program, and it has been a huge help to the park in terms of identifying hotspots of turtle activity and immediate threats to the survival of individual turtles.
So the volunteer work that I'm doing at the park is helping to establish very valuable data, and also we've saved a number of turtles, both mother turtles and literally hundreds of hatchlings that have become disoriented.
Volunteers in this program walk a favorite beach during peak turtle nesting season, July through October, and note evidence of sea turtle nesting and hatching. Our newest citizen science program seeks to bring awareness of seagrass to the community. Seagrass meadows are not nearly as flashy as coral reefs, but they are an important habitat as a nursery for many of the species that move to the reef as adults, and are also home to other specialist species like West Indian sea eggs and sea stars. The Coral Patrol program supports coral restoration within the East End Marine Park in partnership with the Nature Conservancy to enhance coral populations. The East End Marine Park has been a living laboratory for coral restoration since 2012. The Nature Conservancy has brought techniques from marine biologists across the Caribbean and tried them right here on St. Croix. Since the park is an established protected area, it is a natural priority site for restoring coral populations, as it enjoys greater protection. In addition, park waters and reefs protect homes and island infrastructure, making restoration of these areas even more important. In 2019, the Nature Conservancy partnered with the park to install a demonstration coral nursery site at Kramer's Park. This is a shore-accessible site where strong swimmers can see coral husbandry techniques and coral reef enhancement in one place. Coral Patrol members help with maintaining this site. They clean nursery structures, collect data on the coral fragments in the nursery, outplant coral fragments to the adjacent patch reef, and educate the public about coral restoration. They are essential to the success of this small-scale restoration project. Our volunteers are so valuable because East End Marine Park staff can't be everywhere at once. Volunteers provide extra sets of eyes, ears, and hands to get things done.
I decided to volunteer with those at the East End Marine Park because I wanted to help the Coral Patrol protect our natural resources we have here in the Virgin Islands. Being a part of the Coral Patrol has taught me to become more aware of issues involving corals in other areas. We clean the tables, attach coral fragments, and outplant corals.
Volunteers, who are also homeowners, educators, business owners, and residents, exemplify why the East End Marine Park exists. They are members of the community investing in their natural resources for now and into the future, and sharing that mission with others. East End Marine Park volunteers serve as champions for natural resources within the community. We hope that the Friends Citizen Science volunteer programs widen public involvement and commitment to St. Croix's natural resources and provide some fun along the way.